Hello, this is Andrew from Trend Following Mentor, and in this short video, I'm going to talk about if Apple's on a buy right now or Apple should be a sell. I've had this question posed to me recently because Apple did go to $700 and then came flying back, and have numerous conversations with students and just other people regarding Apple. As I always do, I like using Metastock, and here we have Metastock right here, and you can see just a very simple chart of how we track Apple. And there was actually it was a buy on Apple over here on August 6th at around 600 and mid 600 range. And how do we know we wanted to buy the Apple? Basically, what we do is we look at these reports and we rank all the different markets that we're looking at. And at the time, Apple was the strongest. Right now, Apple is not the strongest. And basically, this is just a rate of change that we use in Metastock. Very simple idea. And basically, these are the stops that you should be looking at. These are the strongest. And these are the weakest. So going on about with if we should be in Apple, you had a signal right here to buy it. One of our tools that we use, very simple rules, because it's the only thing that can hold up in the real world. You want to buy the strongest if you can put on a low risk bet. A low risk bet means you're risking less than 1% of your account size. And this hit it, basically, and you can figure out the number of shares to take the trade. And then if, and I'm going to underline the word if the trade actually does work, you follow it. And we follow with a simple average true range line right here. And you can see right here on the 25th of September, you had a signal to get out. You have to take it day by day. I mean, it's very possible you might take out this average true range line. But according to our ranking, Apple is not one of the strongest stocks right now, what we look at. So you don't just have to buy it. You don't have to fall in love with stocks. And really what the key point here when you're trading isn't that you're trading. The goal is to compound money over long periods of time. What does that mean? It means that you look to mitigate your big losses. And what's going to happen? There are only four things that are going to happen. You can have a big loss, which immediately we have a stop in the market. You had a stop, which is probably down here or here. Immediately placed. It would have been your, depending on how you use your breakout buy and your stop, because we have a X period high as the buy point, and then we have the Y period low as the exit, as the hard stop. But what we do is we use two stops. The hard stop, and then we use the trailing stop, right here, the average true range. So you negate the big losses. You try to, because things can gap. Anything can happen. Like this was a gap here. You know, anything can happen. But the fact is, in most cases, you're going to have a lot of trades. You're going to have small profits. Then you're going to have a lot of trades with small losses. And then you're going to have times, rare times, where you're going to have big profits back in here. This was an example of a big profit. And it was one of the strongest stocks. So when you trade, and if it's trading stocks or currencies or whatever, you need to have a trading plan. It isn't I feel this or I believe this. Everything is quantitatively thought out ahead of time and pre-thought out. Because all you can really try to do is mitigate your risks. And this is the whole concept of what I try to teach with TrendFollowingMentor.com. And the other main issue is, why do you just trade? Is to compound money over long periods of time. This really is the goal, and it is doable. I use simple concepts. As you can see, there's an MACD here. You want to see the MACD positive, increasing when you take the buy. You want to take low-risk trades. You want to buy the strongest. You want to sell the weakest. And then there's other filters, mostly risk filters. And the problem is, most people waste all their time looking for these magical indicators or systems in order to avoid losses. Well, I'm going to tell you something. There's no way to avoid losses. What your job is to keep the losses small. And if you want to succeed in trading, you have to accept the risks, keep your risks small and your losses small, and follow the golden rules of trend following, which are let your trades work, let them run. Cut your losses short. Don't have any opinions. You don't know the future. I don't know the future. Let the market tell you what it wants to do, and no one knows the future. This is what successful trend following is. I invite you. You can email me if you have any questions. Again, this is Andrew from trendfollowingmentor.com. Thank you very much.